Hello, third grade. It's Mrs. Anderson again, and we are moving on to 12-2, time to the minute. All right, our objective today is posted right here. We will tell time to the nearest minute using an analog and a digital clocks. And remember, this is your analog clock. All right, so my first question I'd like you to answer is, what are examples of exact time for events? When do you have to be on time for something at a specific time when it starts, or you're going to be late? So I want you to think about that. I'll give you 5 seconds. All right. Tell your mom and dad at home, what are some of your ideas? These are some of my ideas. School. Our school starts at 7:25, so you have a time you have to be to school, or else you're tardy and you're late. If you are going to the movie theater, if you have one of those new movies that's coming out, I know Onward just came out, and you were able to go to the movies. It starts at 4:45. You have to be there, or else you're going to miss this part of the movie. So those are some things that you have to be exactly on time. All right, so we are going to be talking about time to the minute. Yesterday we learned about quarter after, half past, and quarter to. Today we are going to be talking about specific time to the minute. All right, so here is our story problem that we are going to be reading. Let me move it up a little so you can see it. And you can either have your pen or pencil to underline, or if you have a highlighter, to highlight the important parts of the story problem. All right. An airplane is scheduled to arrive at 8:47. That's a specific time that the airplane has to arrive so people know when to go pick up their family and friends. How can you use a clock to show this time? All right, so let's think about the important parts to highlight. An airplane, it's important, but the most important part is arriving at 8:47. That is an important part, so I'm going to highlight it. And our question that they're asking is, how can you use a clock to show this time? That's a very important thing that we are going to be highlighting as well. All right, so one thing that I am going to use, I'm going to use my little plastic clock. Now remember, if you don't have this, that's okay. You have a little access so you can print off these, or you can go ahead and just draw your clock. I'm going to show you this clock that I've already drawn, okay? I'll adjust it a little bit so you can see it all. There we go. All right, so this is my clock. Now remember, going by each number, for 1, it's 5 minutes. So this is what I've shown you. So going around, we're trying to find out the hour. And if you remember yesterday, the hour is the short hand. Minute is the long one. So on my clock, red is the hour, blue is minute. So we are first trying to find 8. 8:47 is what it is. So I am going to move my hand until I get between 8 o'clock, and it's going to go between the 9. So count with me now, because this is the 8 o'clock hour. We are going to count just like it shows here by 5s until we get to 47. Ready? Let's go ahead and count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and as you can see, the hour hand right here is in between the 8 and the 9. We're at 8:45 now. We counted all the way around. We are trying to get to 47. That's where all of these little blue lines are a minute. Every single little minute. It goes 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. We are at 45 right now. We are going to continue until we get to 47. So count with me. Ready? 46, 47. It goes right to the second one. And as you can see on my one that I've drawn, if you would like to draw it as well, it says 45 when it's on the 9, 46, 47. That's what my minute hand is pointing to. So every time that you need to go to the next minute, continue counting on these blue little lines to the minutes. All right? So this is the time that it would be for 8:47. Yesterday we talked about writing them in different ways. So let's look at the different ways that we can write this. 8:47. 8:47, here are some different ways that you can read this. In word form, 8:47. You can also say 47 minutes past 8. That means I took each of these and I counted 47 minutes past the hour of 8. Or you can say 13 minutes to 9, because if you continue counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, it will give you to 9 o'clock. All right? And of course, the digital form is just writing 8:47. All right? So those are different ways that we can count by minutes. So let's go ahead now. I would like you to use a clock, and I want you to try and write the time 2:13. 2:13. All right, you go ahead and try it on your own, and I will do it on my clock too. And then you can show me. If you don't have a clock, go ahead and draw a clock. This is how I would draw a clock. Showed this yesterday. Put your 12. 6 goes right below. 3 across is 9. And then add your 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. Your dot goes in the middle. Remember, the short hand is the hour hand. The long hand is your minute hand. And make sure that you put your 1, 2, 3, 4 in between each number for your minutes. All right? 2:13. Go. All right, I'll give you 5 more seconds. Okay, this is 2:13. So let's go ahead and count. 2 o'clock is the hour, and we are at 10. I counted 5, 10. And on the little lines are going to be the minutes. Ready? 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, give yourself a hand if you got it right. And we are going to go ahead and go to our reteaching page. I have this attached for you as well. If you would like to print them off, then that's great. If not, then that's okay. You can just go ahead and do them with me. Okay, so we are going to talk about this time. Number 1, write the time shown on each clock in 2 different ways. We just wrote a couple of them in a different ways, and this always has a little review for you to always refer to if you forget. Okay, so first let's look at the hour. Remember, the hour is the shorthand, hour, okay? It is between the 3 and the 4. So you know it is 3 o'clock. Let's see about the minutes. Let's go ahead and count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and we're going to stop at 40. As you can see, the minute hand is not on 40. We're going to extend it. So I'm going to extend, and it comes to that first one. After 40 is 41. So it is 3:41. You could also say 3:41. Or how many minutes past 3 o'clock is it? 41 minutes past 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This one is, first, think about the shorthand for hour. Longhand is minute. It is pointing to the 10. So I'm going to put 10 o'clock. And let's go ahead and count. 5, 10, 15, 20. And if I extend the minute hand, it reaches the 4. So it is 10:20. You can say also, because if you continue counting, ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 40 minutes to the next hour. It is 10 o'clock. The next hour after 10 is 11. All right, let's go ahead and move to the last one. This one is not quite on the 8. Do you see how if I extended this line, it's not quite to the 8. So it is not 8 o'clock yet. And looking where the minute hand is, it's just a couple minutes too. So it is 7, and you know from previous that the 9 is 45, so let's continue counting. 50, 55, and let's go ahead and extend right here. 55, 56, 57, 58. 7:58. Or you could say, how many more minutes to 8? 59, 8 o'clock. 2 minutes to 8 o'clock. All right. If you have any questions, you can email me if you'd like, or ask your parents, and I am going to have you guys do the back. There are 6 questions here that go with this direction. Write the time shown on each clock in 2 different ways. Remember to refer back to the reteaching side so it can help you. And down here at the bottom, have some story problems, remember to use your highlighter or your pen to underline the important parts of that passage. All right. I hope you guys are having a great time learning these lessons, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.